there's something you've felt for a long time, that when you look up at the sky, it's not just empty, it's listening. But no one ever taught you how to speak to the universe. They taught you how to beg, how to wish, how to chase, but not how to listen, how to feel, how to align. And so you've been shouting your desires into the dark, wondering why nothing whispers back. But what if I told you you've always been speaking to the universe, even in your fear, even in your silence, even in your heartbreak? You see, the universe doesn't speak English. It doesn't care about the words you type or the affirmations you repeat 100 times a day. It listens to your energy, to your vibration, to your intention when no one's watching. And here's the truth. No one tells you you are always speaking to the universe, not just when you pray, not just when you journal, but when you panic, when you say, I don't deserve it, when you settle, when you compare yourself, when you whisper, I'm not enough. That is a message. That is a frequency. That is a whisper sent into the very field that shapes your reality. And the universe, it doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to what you are. Imagine standing in front of a fire. You don't have to ask it to burn you. You just have to get close enough, and it responds without a word. That's how the universe works. It doesn't respond to your wish. It responds to your state. Your emotions are not random. They're messengers. They are your signal tower, your unseen broadcast, your vibration. Every moment you feel unworthy, afraid, small, you're unknowingly tuning your frequency. And the universe, like a mirror wrapped in silence, reflects it all back. You may think you're asking for peace, but if you're vibrating fear, you're only echoing chaos, because the universe listens not to your words, but to the vibration hiding beneath them. The loudest prayers are sometimes whispered in complete silence, because the universe doesn't respond to noise. It responds to alignment. It hears the space between your thoughts, the moment when you finally stop forcing, the moment you trust. Gratitude is the universe's native tongue, not because it's polite, but because it's pure. When you say thank you before anything arrives, you're saying something greater. You're saying, I trust you. And focus, that isn't obsession, that's devotion. When you focus gently, consistently, you are placing energy into form. You are shaping reality with presence, not pressure. Most people try to speak to the universe with anxiety. They say, please give it to me. But what the universe hears is, I don't have it. I don't trust. You speak the clearest when your mind is still and your heart is full. There's a story of a young man who walked into the desert to hear God. He had heard the whispers that if you wander far enough in silence, the universe begins to speak. So he walked day after day, no food, no water, no answers. The sun burned his skin, his lips cracked, his legs shook, but he kept whispering into the wind, please show me a sign. Please tell me you're listening. Nothing, just dust, wind, and a silence that felt like punishment On the 6th night, he collapsed under the stars. He looked up broken, dry, tired, and for the first time, he didn't speak. He didn't beg. He just breathed. He thought, if you're real, then you already know. And then it happened. A soft breeze passed over his face. The air warmed, and deep inside his soul, he didn't hear words, but he felt a sentence. I was always listening. You just had to stop screaming long enough to hear me respond. The universe doesn't rush. It doesn't shout. It waits for your stillness. Most people say the universe doesn't answer me, but what they don't see is this. Their own doubt is louder than their desire. You ask for abundance, but feel scarcity. You ask for love, but expect to be left behind. You ask for peace, but wake up in panic. You're sending mixed signals, and the universe can't deliver a clear message to a chaotic heart. Fear is not just an emotion, it's a distortion. It twists your signal. It fogs your vibration. Doubt is like static on the frequency of creation. It makes your requests tremble. It whispers to the universe, I want this, but I don't believe it's truly mine. And the universe, it mirrors you, not to punish, but to reveal where you're still at war within yourself. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be clear, to trust, to speak from a place that isn't begging for proof, but radiating, knowing. If you want the universe to understand you, stop trying to speak it. Stop becoming it. Don't say, I am healing. Be the healed version. Breathe like them. Walk like them. Rest like them. Let your presence speak before your voice ever does. Because when your energy becomes the message, you don't have to say a word. You align by embodying. You speak by becoming one to attract peace, then remove what disturbs it. Want love, then stop clinging to what hurts. Want abundance, then stop talking about lack. The universe doesn't wait for your timeline. It responds the moment your signal shifts, the moment your inner world and outer energy start saying the same thing. This is how you speak to the universe. You stop asking and you start radiating. The universe never needed your words. It needed your alignment, your stillness, your truth. Because the moment you stop asking from fear, from lack, from desperation, and instead just sit in the feeling that it's already coming, already here, already yours. That's when something shifts, not out there, in here. And that shift is the message. It tells the universe, I remember who I am. I trust what's unfolding. I no longer chase, I attract. The universe doesn't speak human language. It speaks vibration. It hears belief. It feels your presence, and it responds with absolute reflection.